Hey, okay. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to right now maintain your momentum, the 5 point plan. Okay. 'Cause I want to keep it, keep it seriously simple, KISS, when it comes to you being strategic, being intentional, and making sure that from this moment forward, you're doing what you need to do as an entrepreneur. Okay. So let's dive into the MYM, my personal strategies to maintaining your momentum 5 point plan series. But let me say this before we get started. Hey, welcome to back to my oldies and welcome to my newbies. I am LaShonda Henry, aka Sister Sense, always excited to share things that you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too, with strategy and intention, right? So I want to make sure that whatever it's going on right now, whether it's a good day or a bad day, you know that there's always a way for you to maintain your momentum. So feel free to share this out, tag a few business besties. Let's get started. Now, I'm going to just walk you through one, two, three, four, five, the five things I want you to identify, and then I'm going to break them down in a little bit more detail. Okay. So, number one, as an entrepreneur, I want you to identify what you personally believe you should be working on right now. Nobody knows you or your business like you. So, when it comes to maintaining your momentum, the first thing that you've got to do is get confidence, right? And when it comes to your decision making abilities, what should you be working on right now? What should you be doing as a boss, as an entrepreneur? That's number one. And I'm going to dig into, like I said, these in a little bit more detail. Number two is identifying what support services and solutions you can offer to people right now. There's a lot going on, right? A lot of changes, a lot of challenges, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of things that are a little bit more unsettling than we would like them to be. But the reality is that, again, you have to choose what you're going to focus on. You have to choose what you're going to consume. And you have to choose as an entrepreneur what you're going to put out there. So, to again be clear, I need you to identify what support services and solutions you are going to really wholeheartedly work on to serve people based on what they need right now. Number three, identify your content. What kind of content you need to be creating right now when it comes to products, when it comes to posts, when it comes to programs, when it comes to packages. What kind of content should you be creating right now? Especially if right now you're in a space where maybe you've got a little bit more free time than you normally do. Maybe you're going to be home a little bit more than you usually are. What kind of content should you be working on right now? Identify who you want to be working with right now, whether those be clients or partners, right? Who should you be connected to right now in a time where we are being taught and told that for a lot of reasons we need to get into a space where we start to socially disconnect? How can we stay connected in this online virtual space? Who do you need to work with right now? What challenges do you need to address right now? Things that are happening to you right now, or things that you may foresee possibly coming to you very soon, challenges that you need to be able to address and or avoid. That's number five. So those are the five. I'm going to dig into them in more detail starting now. So feel free to write those down. But before I go into these in more detail, let me say this. One of the things that I have decided to do, especially because in the wake of everything that's happening right now this week, really for me, I kept saying to myself, what should I be doing? What should we be doing as women, as girl bosses, as entrepreneurs? I said, okay, there are a few things that I need to start to initiate, things that I need to put in motion. Number one was my Plan C series, which is all about one entrepreneur, this entrepreneur's guide to for other entrepreneurs when it comes to navigating both the economic and the emotional impact of all that's happening right now, right? With the global pandemic that we are experiencing, number one. And you can learn more about that over at sistersense.com/plan C. And then number two, what I wanted to do was to create a space for us to work on smart ways to maintain your momentum, both activities as well as different people, guest speakers that I want to have come in and talk to you about just that. So if you go over to sistasense.com, that's me, SISTASENSE.com /MYM, what you're going to see is the week-long Maintain Your Momentum training series. It's actually starting today and it's going to go along for a week. Myself and some amazing expert entrepreneurs, business besties, really like-minded, driven women like myself. We're going to talk about, again, things that you guys need to be doing right now to maintain your momentum. Now, with that being said, let's dig into this 5-point list and how this can hopefully help you. Okay. So the first thing that I said to you is that number one, I want you to identify what you as a girl boss, entrepreneur, Black businesswoman, solopreneur, infopreneur, mommypreneur, whateverpreneur, right? You as an entrepreneur, what should you be doing right now? Now, there are a couple of things for you to consider. First thing, again, I said is you need to get your confidence up and your decision-making skills in gear. You decide right now, right here, what's important to you with respect to your clients, with respect to your goals, what's important to you as far as a business owner. That's where you start. Number two, you can start with this list that I'm giving you, these 5 particular points. And then number three, as I talked about yesterday when I shared with you my concept that is Plan C, is I said to you, it's 2 parts to this plan. As far as entrepreneurs, as far as people, what should we be doing right now? Side number one, you should be thinking about your personal plans, how you are going to prepare, protect, and stay positive in the face of everything that's happening right now. And I broke that down in more detail. If you haven't already done so, watch that Plan C training. And there's going to be more as I'm building up the concept of Plan C. But the first side of it is personally, what are you doing right now to protect yourself and your family? What are you doing right now to prepare for what's coming? What are you doing right now to stay positive? Because positivity is powerful, right? That's side number one. Side number two, I said to you, when it comes to your professional as a business owner, there are a lot of problems that people are having. There are a lot of problems that are going to be quickly arising in this new market. And so as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, what processes, what products, what programs can you start to initiate or to talk about more that you've produced to best serve people right now? Okay. So when it comes to you identifying, number one, what you should be doing as an entrepreneur, start with your own personal list. Number two, dig into the list that I'm giving you today. And number three, as part of Plan C, that 2 sides of what your personal plans and your professional plan should be, working on that. That is point number one of this 5-point plan. Okay. That's number one. Number two is, again, before I get into number two, like I said before, I'm going to remind you that you can go over to sistasense.com /MYM to learn more about and get inside the Maintain Your Momentum series. I'm going to be doing live sessions for that all this week, but you got to go over there so you can make sure you can get access to those. Plus, they're going to be replays as well. Okay. And not just myself, I have already several ladies who've said yes to being expert guest speakers. Really, it's about how you can stay positive, how you can stay prayerful, how you can stay productive, and how you can also, obviously, as an entrepreneur, stay profitable right now in these economic times, these economically uncertain times. We don't know what's happening, but rather I should say, not that we don't know what's happening, but we don't know how everything is going to play out, right? So you have to be really thoughtful. You've got to really be intentional, and you've got to act quickly so that you are not in a space where you're looking around and panicking, right? Or you're looking around and you're trying to catch up. I want you to be proactive, and I want you to be intentional, which is why I'm doing Plan C as well as the Maintain Your Momentum video virtual series. There's the video virtual series and the audio trainings that we're going to be doing this week. And again, that's over at sistasense.com /MYM. Okay. With that being said, I said number two, what I want you to do is to identify what support services and solutions you're going to be offering to people, because people need a lot right now. There are a lot of people who are being financially displaced. I mean, people are losing their jobs. There are a lot of people who are being displaced because they're on lockdown. They have to stay in their homes, right? They have to be in places where maybe they're not used to being, because of everything that's happening globally, right? So in that space, there are a lot of people who are trying to figure out what to do. Events are being canceled, schools are being closed, places are essentially being shut down. So what can you do to support people? How can you serve people? What solutions can you produce? Identifying that for yourself is, which is why for me, when I really thoughtfully sat down and said, what can I do now? Where can I start now? For me, the big question is people sitting down, asking themselves that very question, what should I be doing? So between Plan C and Maintain Your Momentum, these are the beginnings of my support services that I'm offering to you. I want you to think about what you can do to offer support services and solutions to your community too, right? Identifying the kind of content you want to create. Some people have a lot more free time on their hands than they usually have. Some people are working remotely. Some people are working at home, right? What are you going to do in this time to make sure that you are making the most of your time? You're not spending time in negative spaces where you're consuming too much content that's not serving you, because some of it is good for you to review because you want to be aware of what's going on right now. But to some degree, we can find ourselves in a space where between friends, family, phones, and all the media out there, that we are diving into dark spaces, right? Where we're being triggered, we're anxious, and we are spending time on the wrong things. So to maintain your positivity and to maintain your productivity, it's important that you identify the kind of content that you need to produce, whether it be social media posts, blog posts, products, or again, as I mentioned before, different programs for your audience, right? What should you be working on right now as far as content? Then I said to you, I want you to think about who you should be working with. I'm super excited to be partnering with quite a few women who are in my circle who will be supporting you as part of the Maintain Your Momentum audio series. The trainings plus the virtual videos, all of that over on SizzleSense.com/MYM. Starting today, I'm going to be sharing with you who those ladies are, because we're going live and we're going to really dig in throughout this week. And then, of course, if you can't catch all of the lives, the replays are going to be available as well, right? So I made my list, you know what I mean? I made my list and I said, okay, these are people who I know are driven, who are leaders, who are game changers, who are protectors, who are light workers, who are servers, who are committed to supporting other women like you, right? And so I need them on my team. I want us to work together. And so I reached out, and quite a few have quickly already said to me, yes, 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 I'm excited. I love this, LaShonda. Let's do this. Maintain your momentum. I'm ready, right? So I want you to think about that too. Identify who you want to work with right now. And then I said to you, the last thing on this list is identifying what challenges you need to address, right? For yourself in your business. Right now, there are challenges that maybe you're going through. Quite a few of us, right, who are entrepreneurs, not only do we do the things that we do, but we also speak, right? So there are a lot of events that are being canceled. There are a lot of conferences where as entrepreneurs, we go to as vendors and sell our stuff. Different conferences, different festivals, different trade. Things are not working the way they used to, right? Because everybody has to quickly rearrange the way things are so that we can be in a space where we get used to the way things used to be to the way things are right now, right? We need to adjust so that we can limit as much as possible the spread of this global pandemic. We need to adjust right now so we can keep ourselves safe. And every single city, every borough, every state is trying to do this as quickly, as strategically, as intentionally, as painlessly, as cost effectively as possible, right? Which means that you've got to think about, number one, where are you feeling challenged, right? If things are closing, if things are being canceled, now you got your kids at home, what are you going to do with your kids? Where are you feeling challenged? There are businesses right now who are feeling challenged because, to be quite honest with you, outside of what we're doing virtually or outside of what we're doing with our immediate families, most people are disconnecting socially from other people just to stay safe, right? Somebody starts to cough or sneeze and we're like, oh, gotta go, right? Which means in those spaces, those people who are dependent upon event spaces, those people are who have businesses where you are dependent on working with people directly, having them come into your business, having them work with you in your home or wherever, you've got to figure out how to change that, how to shift that, right? There are people who are losing thousands and millions of dollars because they're like, man, I can't do these events, or people can't come to my store, or airports, right? Malls, crickets, empty right now. You've got to think about things are changing. Things are changing, and we don't know how long they're going to be that way. We don't know if that's going to be a full-time thing or a temporary thing. How are you going to be innovative? How are you going to ride this out? How are you going to make this work for you? Because perspective, baby, is everything. Perspective is everything. So what challenges do you know that you're experiencing right now, or do you might anticipate you're going to experience based on what you see other people are experiencing? You got to be ahead of the game. You got to think about not just what you're feeling in this moment, but what you can expect to feel or prepare to experience in your life and in your business as an entrepreneur. How can you start to identify these things for yourself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5-point plan. Number 1, number 2. What I want to do is dig into these in more detail with you as far as specific strategies, not just myself, but the amazing entrepreneurial experts and speakers that I have who are going to be inside of the Maintain Your Momentum virtual training experience over the next few days. Again, over at sistasense.com/MYM. I'm not wasting any time because there's no time to waste. We have to act quickly. We've got to be proactive. We've got to move forward. So really and truly, we are starting today. I'm starting today a little bit later with the first session. I'm going to be talking about products, specific types of products that you should be selling right now, for specific markets that you need to be going into right now, the kind of experts that people really need right now. We're going to dig into that. And again, you can learn more over at sistasense.com/MYM for the live sessions that are going to be all this week, as well as the replays too, literally waiting for you because it's already ready. And throughout the next few days, I'm going to be sharing with you as they say yes and they come in, the different speakers and sessions that we're going to be having as part of the Maintain Your Momentum series. My goal is that it's this week, but who knows? We got to run with the course of it may be longer than a week. If there are more speakers, more sessions, more things that we need to address to make sure that you are prepared, you're proactive, and you're doing what you need to do to move forward. Okay. So feel free, number 1, to let me know which of these 5 points you're really thinking about right now, you're working around. Let me know if you have any questions about Maintain Your Momentum, about the Plan C series, again, over at sistasense.com/Plan C, or things that you would like to talk to me about privately. You can always email sistasense@gmail.com. Now, to make sure that I'm doing my best to serve and also support, there's also the Maintain Your Momentum partner program so that you can partner with me as an affiliate. You can share this with your audience. You can share this with people you know who are looking to grow as entrepreneurs and business owners, looking to get clear about how they can make the most of their time working at home, creating virtual products, creating digital products, creating virtual events, making sure that they're clear about what they need to do next. So if you would like to partner with me, you can do so easily over at sistasense.com/MYM. Look for the affiliate program, partner program link, sign up. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Okay. So I'm going to continue to do my best to serve you guys. I am excited about everything we're going to be talking about inside of the Maintain Your Momentum series. And of course, I welcome any suggestions, things that you guys have questions about, places, directions you want clarity around. I'll do my best to walk you through it and continue to help you navigate as best as I can. All right. So, alrighty, my dears. Hopefully, I'll see some of you guys a little bit later as part of the first live session for the Maintain Your Momentum series. But again, don't worry if you cannot participate live because you do have the ability to get access to the replays. Okay. Just to be clear, these Maintain Your Momentum sessions are separate from these web classes that I do here. So to be able to get access, to sign up and learn more, make sure, again, you go over to sistasense.com/MYM for Maintain Your Momentum. And I'll see you there when you get there. Of course, until then, take care. Mwah.